Hey guys, Oblyvion here, coming at you with the deck profile on my Relinquished Kaiju deck. Now this is going to be for the March, not for the March ban list, this is going to be for the prior ban list. When the new ban list hits, which will be at the end of March, beginning of April, you can cut one slumber down for a card that I'll be stating in the deck profile. Prior to this, I just wanted to say, I know that I come out with deck profiles rather slow. It's just I don't want to give you guys some bullshit ass deck that, you know, everybody just goes on Devpro, you know, they win a couple duels and they just show you the duels that they won. You know, I always try to include 1 or 2 losses to show you guys the deck does have weaknesses. This is purely a fun deck, though it can't steal wins from, you know, pretty good decks just because the Kaijus allow you to basically get over anything, and Relinquished is just the fucking monster of a card. So let's just get straight to the profile, guys. So of course running 3 Relinquished. This is basically your quote-unquote, you know, boss monster of the deck, because it allows you to steal Kaijus, it allows you to control monsters, it also allows you to deal tons of damage, essentially, right? So basically once per turn you can select an opponent's monster and equip it to this card. If you guys don't know the combo, or you guys didn't watch the duel videos, I recommend you guys watch it just to kind of have a firm grasp on the deck. The deck's difficulty isn't really that high. Basically what you want to do is just slumber or give your opponent a Kaiju, whichever one, you know, and then just steal back that Kaiju with Relinquished. So it's almost like the same premise as like your Senju Kaijus or something like that. For the supports, running 3 Sphere Karibo. Basically, it is tribute fodder for your Relinquished spell card. You can just use it as the material to special summon Relinquished. It's also a dark, and plus it also has the nifty effect that if it gets, if your opponent declares an attack, you know, you can just discard it and switch that opponent's monster to defense position, which is pretty nice. Many times my opponent Twin Twisters or MSTs the material that Relinquish has, because it is treated as a spell and trap card. I can just Sphere Karibo and just protect my Relinquished for a turn, and then just steal back their monster. I'm running 2 Relink Karibo. Basically when it's tributed you draw a card, which is also really nice, and it also protects Relinquished or any monster from being destroyed by battle. But it's really nice because it gets its effect. You can draw a card when you tribute it, so you know, basically you tribute for a ritual summon you have to tribute, so it still gets its effect. We're running 3 Manjus because of course it is a ritual deck. Really not much to explain. It's a Stratos for either your spell ritual or your Relinquished. Since I am running kind of like a light and dark sort of thing, because I am running the Blackluster Soldier, I'm running 2 Effect Veiler. They're pretty good. I mean, no complaints about Effect Veilers. This could be Ghost Ogres if you guys want, but I mean, if you guys really want to make this deck in real life, I always try to make my decks as budget friendly as possible. 3 Battle Fader. It's pretty good. I was actually, the original version of this deck was like a Chaos Piper Relinquished deck, utilizing Mystic Piper and Kinkabayo and stuff like that, since I am running a lot of level 1s, as you guys could already tell. But I just really didn't like it. It felt too inconsistent and it felt too, I don't know, gimmicky almost. So Battle Fader works really great when you have an open board. This deck really doesn't like going first, so you usually want to go second. But personally, whenever the times that you go first, this is always pretty good. I was also trying out Cyber Valley in replacement of the 3 Battle Faders, and they're also putting in work, you know. They end the battle phase, basically the same thing that it does, or it makes your opponent waste a monster removal for it. And not only that, Cyber Valley has the nifty effect that it can banish itself to draw a card, which is always pretty cool. For the Kaijus, we're running basically 1 of each Kaiju, right? So the 1 Jizukiru, you want to run 1 of each Kaiju because it doesn't matter that you're giving them a 3300 attack one and you special summon out like a Gameciel, which is a 2200 attack, because no matter what, you're going to be stealing back the Kaiju with Relinquished, right? So we're running the 1 Jizukiru, the 1 Thunder King, 1 Durgaron, Gadara, Gameciel, and the 1 Raiden. So, you know, we're running a pretty hefty amount of Kaijus just to make our slumbers live. And then we're also running 1 Marsh Macaron. Marsh Macaron. It's just really nice stall. I mean, we don't really need it, but it's nice. It's also a light target. Basically, when it's destroyed by battle or by card effect, it deck thins the deck. You can special summon out 2 of these cards from your deck and or graveyard, so from anywhere. And you can only use it once per turn, but it's still pretty cool. I like it just because, again, it's a nice stall, and I mean, not to mention you can go into like a rank 1 XYZ with this and like a Sphere Karibo or a, you know, a Ring Karibo, whichever. Which is also very nice. I'm running the 1 Blackluster Soldier. I mean, it's pretty good. The dark targets that you really have that go into the graveyard is Relinquished, and you know, that's basically it. Relinquished and your Raiden. But that's why I'm only running one Chaos monster. It's just a nice tech, you know what I mean? This card, I'd never draw it, but if I did draw it, it wouldn't be dead because, I mean, the Karibos are also dark, so why not? For the spells, we're running pre-preparation of rites. This just allows you to get the spell card and the Relinquish from your deck to your hand. The one preparation of rites, just a great card in general. Run it in every ritual deck. 3 of your Black Illusion ritual, of course, the special summon out Relinquished. 3 interrupted Kaiju Slumber, you know, dark holes the field and basically allows you to get monsters to your field essentially. So you give them Jizukiro and you special summon out a Thunder King, and then you basically get Jizukiro back with Relinquished, and you attack for 6,600 life points, which is great. So with the new March coming ban list, this deck really isn't that hurt by it. It loses 1 slumber, but it's really not that big of a fucking deal. You can just do substitute it with like a Mask Change second. That's why I had Dark Claw here on the side, because you can either Mask Change second and hit a Relinquish that, you know, got MST'd or some shit like that, and now it's just a 0/0 attacker, or a Curry Ball or something like that, you know what I mean? But Mask Change second is a pretty good replacement, or you guys could just run, you know, a one of that you guys want. I don't know, whichever one. Book of Moon, I don't know, fuck it. Twin Twister, yeah. So 1 Upstart Goblin just for consistency, really. And 3 Royal Decree, because traps kind of fuck this deck over. Solemn Strike messes up, Quaking Mirror Force messes it up, a Dimensional Barrier messes it up, you know. So 3 Royal Decree is just nice to kind of stop those, to prevent it. Right, for the extra deck, as you guys saw in the duel video, I barely ever go into the extra deck, like, if anything, but it's there just for it to be there, right? So I'm running 378 number archive. Basically, you can, during either player's turn, you detach 1 card and then choose 1 card from your extra deck, and if it's a number between 1 and 99, special summon it and ignoring its summoning conditions, right? No, just special summon that monster and then banish it during the end phase, which is fine, you know? And you can't special summon for the rest of the turn, but you usually do this during your opponent's turn, either the draw phase or your opponent's standby phase, right? So the main targets you want to hit is Vampiric Dragon. Basically, this avoids its destruction because it gets set face down, and it's a pretty beefy body of 2,800 defense and 2,400 attack. Another card that's pretty good is number 92 Earth, Hard Earth Dragon. Basically just banishes everything, which is pretty freaking cool. And then, you know, 1 number 84 Pain Gainer, 1 number 35 Ravenous Tarantula, 161 Volcanosaurus, 2 number 77 The Seven Sins, 2 Volcanosaurus. But yeah, guys, that's basically it for the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. Honestly, I was thinking about making another deck based around this, but more of a hyper chaos Relinquish sort of deck. I did try it, and that was the beginning, but I felt like it had too many conflicting engines going for it, and I personally really didn't like that. So just let me know what you guys think, and please like, rate, comment, and subscribe. This has been Oblivion. Catch you guys later. See ya.